What do you think? What is more important, physical work or mental work? I don't like the answer that I will give you, but that's what it is. And the answer is it depends. It depends on what kind of goals you have. It depends on what kind of dreams you have. It depends on what kind of career path you take. And it depends on a lot of different things because it depends on the actions that you want to take and the dreams that you want to achieve. So I know if you have heard, but I think that it's very important to understand cash flow quadrants. And Robert Kiyosaki is explaining those cash flow quadrants the best because he wrote the book about it. And there's 4 ways to make money. That is, you can be employee, you can be self-employed or solo entrepreneur, you can be a business owner, and you can be an investor. Now let's look into those 4 different ways how to make money and how those 4 ways impact your physical work and mental work. So when we look into employee of course needs to show up at work and do the work. So that means 90%, let's say average 90% of the work will be physical because construction worker needs to show up, build a house, and basically there's nothing much to think about. That means that mental work is not included as much as physical work. When we look into solo entrepreneur is like a barber. So that means if you still want to make money, you don't have a boss, but you are your own boss, so you need to do your work and you need to find a place where they rent and a lot of business related stuff. So that means you start having some kind of problem solving activities, and that's why 70% of work is physical work, showing up and doing the work, and 30% is mental work, all the problem solving, imagination, creativity, and how to make the business better. Now when I look into business owner is interesting because when they start from 70% physical work, exactly like a solo entrepreneur, and 30% of mental work, and they move slowly from that to 10% of physical work and 90% of mental work. And of course that is reached when they become successful in their business, because when successful in the business they do not need to do the work because they leverage their time with other people and other resources. Now when we look into investor is interesting because 40% is physical work and 60% is mental work. And why is that? When Robert Kiyosaki, for example, he wanted to do real estate, when he started, he looked into 100 properties before he found one deal to invest in. So that means there was 40% of physical work because he needed to do a lot of activity to find one deal. When we find that deal, what he needed to do, he needed to go max out his credit card, go into a debt and buy that property. And there's a lot of people who do not have the guts to do that. So that means they could go outside, find 100 deals, look for 1,000 properties, and because they do not have guts, they will not invest, and of course they will not be able to be successful. So now ask yourself where you would love to be, where you are. You're an employee, you are a solo entrepreneur, you want to become a business owner, and you want to be an investor. And if you want to be a business owner and you are still employee, look what kind of skills you are building. Are you working on improving your mental capacity, mental work? Because if you want to get out of employment, you need to understand that your mental capacity needs to be improved. Because at this point, potentially you are working only on your physical activities, but that will need to be changed. So I hope that you will choose the right path and you will choose the things to work on that could improve your life in the future.